Peter were kind of going back and forth and that kind of thing. Okay, let's go to the state meet. Where was it held this year?
Jenison.
So you're up at Jenison schools and that kind of thing, and you go up there, and you were sharing with me out in the lobby, Stephen, that going to the state meet this year, you had no expectations that you were going to win. What were you thinking as you went into that meet?
I was just looking to do as good as I could, and I was hoping for like top 5 maybe.
So as a freshman year, you didn't place at the state level.
No.
This year as a sophomore, you thought, well, it'd be nice to place, maybe get a medal and that kind of thing and show some progress. Was that your expectation too, Carl?
From coaching expectations, you look at the seating charts that the coaches have, and you look at that, and I'm thinking anywhere from 4th, and if he does his top, he can win it. Mm-hmm. Didn't share that with him.
So you thought going in there was a chance?
Yes.
So the meet begins. Is the state competition held like the others that you had done as far as the competition goes, or is it different?
It was pretty much the same. The only difference was that where we were, they had 2 high jump pits so they could run the boys and the girls at the same time. So I didn't have to do any events before I jumped.
So you were just focused on jumping that day and able to concentrate on it. I'm going to kind of throw this to both of you guys and let you answer it however you want. Just kind of walk me through that morning and afternoon. How did it happen? How did it go down? We won a state title here.
I just tried to keep everything as normal as I could, just treat it as another meet. Like I said, I didn't really expect to win. I just wanted to do as well as I could. So I just warmed up normally, did everything I normally do, and basically just jumped everything the way I normally did. The approach felt kind of weird. It was a little bit uphill, I think, so it kind of made things a little bit awkward my first few jumps. But once I got over 6'4", I think I felt a little bit more comfortable.
So you got to the 6'4" barrier, you started to relax at that point in time. Now what was Peter and the rest of the competition doing as you were continuing to do your jumps?
I didn't have any misses till 6'4", 6'5", I think. And then once I had a miss, I think I was in 3rd place. There was Peter and a kid from Bridgman that were in front of me. But by the time we got to 6'6", I knew I had to make it if I wanted to win, and even if I didn't make it, I would have been happy with 3rd place.
So you go for 6'6", and you get it your first try?
I made 6'6" on my last try.
So you made 6'6", and then what?
After that, I tried for 6'8", just to try and get the record, but I was kind of excited, so I couldn't really focus.
So you had won the state championship when you jumped 6'6". And
yes.
at that point, Carl, do the competitors have an option of just stopping, or do you always just try to get the next height? How does that work?
They do have the option of whatever they want to do. They can stop, or they can set the bar to whatever height they want to attempt next.
So isn't the next step, since your father beat his brother by 1/4 inch, you need to go to what, 6, 7 3/4?
I'd rather have an even number, but
keep it even, huh? 6'8". Now, to me, if you can do 6'6", is that the highest you've ever done?
I jumped 6'7" once.
You've done 6'7" one time. So I'm thinking, well, 1 inch is nothing. If you can do 6'7", then 6'8's got to be within your realm of capability. But at that height, is 1 inch a really big deal?
Yes, it is. It's huge. 1/4 inch is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's it going to take for him? Obviously, he wins the state title, and now he's going back to defend his title next year and that kind of thing. But obviously, he's going to want to break that record eventually. And I know you want him to break it too as his coach. You want him to excel to the max that he can excel to. What's the next step for him? What is he going to have to do? He has 2 more years of high school left. What is he going to have to do to continue to improve?
Get stronger. We get him on a strength building program, and he's 6'6", 167, 70 pounds. he's going to mature, and as he gets stronger, it'll come along, and on a lot of technique work.
Is there a concern, though, that if he were to put on too much weight, that it would kind of work in the other direction, too? Is there a balance that you're trying to strike there?
Yeah. A lot of guys want him to put on basketball weight and so he doesn't get pushed around under the basket. When they're talking 30 and 40 pounds of weightlifting muscle, the high jump coach is going, no.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. So next year, Stephen, you're the man to beat. Every meet you go to, this is the state champion and that kind of thing. Are you okay with that kind of target on your back?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
You're just going to do your thing.
Yeah.
You don't really, from what just listening to you tonight, you don't really lose a lot of sleep about what the other guys are doing. You're just trying to take care of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Is that the right way to approach it, Carl, as far as you're concerned?
Oh, yeah. You see a lot of kids break down when stress gets to them, pressure. Several kids did it at state meet. And it's pretty frustrating to watch that.
So what did that mean to you? You win a state championship. Obviously, you said you were excited, but you really haven't shared with us that moment when you knew you had won the state. I mean, that had to be an incredible moment for you.
Yeah, I just kind of stood up. I was like, yes. It's just, I was just really, really surprised. I really didn't expect it at all. I was happy, and I
bet your coaches and your teammates were pretty happy for you too, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
There was a very large family group up there watching also, and there was quite a loud holler when he cleared.
I can imagine. So was that it, or were there some more meets after that?
That was it.
So this summer you said you're running in the morning and that kind of thing, and training a little bit with basketball. You run cross country in the fall, and then basketball, and then right back into track.
Right.
At Litchfield High School, a state champion, Stephen Sykes. Did Litchfield have? You mentioned Litchfield did have some other folks who had qualified for state, right?
Right.
And who were they?
Cassie Renshaw. She threw the shot put. She was pretty good. I'm not sure what place she got at state. And our 800 relay team was there. We didn't do too very.
So you also had to run a relay race in addition to the jump.
Yeah, and I ran 300 hurdles, but the relay and 300 hurdles were after.
So you qualified for the 300 hurdles.
Right.
See, now we're getting to the bottom of it. You had 3 events that day.
Yeah.
You only won 1 state title out of 3 events?
Yeah.
Come on now. Unbelievable. You go there and you compete in 3, you win 1 of them, and the sky's the limit for this kid in the future. Do you think about doing this at the college level before it's all said and done?
Yeah. I hope to get some sort of scholarship in track, but I also kind of want to play basketball, but I'm not sure if I'm good enough for that.
Well, you definitely have the height, and you've got the years to grow. 2 more years of high school for sure, and already a state championship under your belt. Carl, I can't imagine how thrilling that was for you to see your son take that championship.
It was probably better than had I done it myself. Yeah. It's just great to watch your kids.
No doubt about that. I can definitely sympathize with what you're saying. Carl and Stephen, first of all, congratulations. What a great story. I want to keep tabs on this story next year and find out. And if you happen to beat your dad's record, I definitely want to talk to you again. That's exciting. Is there a little friendly competition between you two with that? How does that dynamic work out?
No competition.
Not really.
No.
You're not going to lose any sleep if he beats it, huh?
No.
You're rooting for it.
Definitely.
Congratulations, Stephen. What a great thing for you to have done, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to come in and talk with us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carl and Stephen Sykes, a state champion. Stephen Sykes from Litchfield High School. Kid is just a sophomore. He qualified in 3 events. He won the high jump at the state level. He has 2 more years to go, and he is only an inch or a half an inch behind his dad's school record over there at Litchfield. The whole Litchfield community can be really proud of Carl and Stephen.